In 1963, four girls died in the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing that rocked Birmingham, Alabama. A fifth girl, 12-year-old Sarah Collins Rudolph, survived. And tonight, she tells her riveting story at Tri-C, the Metropolitan campus. But right now, she's talking to us. Sarah Collins Rudolph, good to have you with us. Your program is called Diary of a Soul Survivor.
Yes.
Tell me about that. You survived that bombing in 1963, which was a seminal turning point in the civil rights movement.
Yes. On that Sunday morning, they placed a bomb in the 16th Street, under the stairs of the 16th Street Baptist Church, and it killed my sister Addie Mae Collins, a friend Denise McNair, and also Cynthia Wesley and Carol Robertson.
And it certainly changed your life. It certainly changed your life.
Yes, I was in the lounge with them that morning when the bomb went off. I remember my sister Addie, she was tying Denise's sash on her dress, and before she finished tying it, the bomb went off, and it blinded me in my right eye. And also it affected my left eye, but I can see today. I have been having struggles with my left eye for years.
There's been a congressional gold medal, which you're holding here, if I could borrow that from you, which was presented in memory of your sister and the three other girls. And you did not, but you're seeking restitution. You have been suffering ever since September of 1963.
Yes, I have. You know, back then, not only didn't give me any counseling, and they didn't even give me any restitution for my injury yet, and I am still trying to get restitution for my injury. And also, my sister Addie Mae Collins, her remains are missing. She's not even there. But you know,
her remains are missing? Yes,
her remains are missing. We wanted to move her to another cemetery because of this other cemetery, Greenwood Cemetery, is not kept right. So we wanted to move her to a better cemetery, but when they exhumed her body, she wasn't there. It was somebody with dentures, and we know that wasn't her.
You are still dealing with the trauma of all of that. As you said, you never received any stress counseling.
Right.
It was not widely available in 1963 when you were a youngster. You're going to talk about that tonight at Tri-C, 7 o'clock at the Metropolitan campus. And again, you're speaking at noon at the Eastern campus of Tri-C tomorrow, but tonight you're on the Metropolitan campus. What do you want us to take away? What are you going to say?
Well, I want to tell about what happened that morning when we went to church. And also, I want to tell the people about how I was freed from all this nervousness and all the fear that I had. And you know, I had suffered with that for a long time until God healed me of that. And I want people to know about that tonight.
You want the people to know about it. I know your husband is with you now, but you want the people to know about that as well. You want that restitution that somebody owes you for the trauma that you went through.
Yes, I do. I want restitution because, you know, it's been over 50 years and I haven't received anything yet.
Yeah, all of this bombing, historic moment, seminal moment in the civil rights movement, came about a month after Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech in Washington, D.C. But this bombing was at the 16th Street Baptist Church, Birmingham, Alabama. That was kind of the jump-off spot for a lot of the protests because it was right near a public area where many civil writers protested at the time, right?
Yeah, they used our church to have their meetings. You know, our church was a very large church and it could seat a lot of people.
And it took years. In our final 10 seconds, it took years for this trial to go all the way for people to be found guilty on that as well.
Yes.
The Klan very much, Ku Klux Klan very much involved in it. Well, once again, we appreciate what you've done. We appreciate where you've been, and God go with you, Sarah Collins Rudolph.
Thank you.
God go with you. She's going to be talking about the Diary of a Soul Survivor. It's going to be at Cuyahoga Community College tonight, 7 o'clock, the Metropolitan Campus. And again, it'll be Wednesday at noon at the Eastern Campus of Cuyahoga Community College. It is free and open to the public, and Sarah Collins Rudolph will tell her story. This is part of the civil rights movement, which continues. Thank you so much for being on the broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, God bless you. God bless you. Now let's toss it over to Jason Nicholas.